It's far too easy to make a ridiculous product that makes outlandish claims and get it onto local TV. And the reason I know that is, we did. We started a company called Venus Inventions and created something called the Venus Veil, an absurd medical product based on technology that absolutely doesn't exist. We set up this website and even hired an actress to brand-degrade the shit out of the Venus Veil into shows it had no business being on. Did it work? I don't know. You tell me, ABC4 Utah.
I am so excited to talk with Erica Hernandez with the Venus Veil, a revolutionary new product on the line. What exactly is it? I'm so intrigued.
I'm so glad you are intrigued. So this is the Venus Veil. It is the world's first sexual health blanket.
Yep. That was on ABC4 last Friday, and I would love to tell you that it was difficult to get on, but it really wasn't. And remember, that's their chief medical correspondent. And it seems striking that she didn't have any follow-ups on claims that we made about the veil that you would hope a medical correspondent would immediately take issue with.
The veil is being designed with the hope that it will precisely draw out the natural alkaline undercurrents of the vagina and initiate a low-grade state of what we call microdeath, which sounds incredibly scary, but that's actually just restarting that area's natural life cycle. It's using this field of magnetogenetics I was talking about, and also a technology that's been around for a really long time that was pioneered in Germany about 80 years ago. So this is full of cutting-edge technology, but it just looks like a blanket.
Yeah, it does. And that's because it is. It is just a blanket. Also, technology that was pioneered in Germany about 80 years ago, I would have some questions about that particular period in German history.
TV10 podcast episode 03 what?
It's 0358. Wait a second.
Oh, holy shit. What the fidelity? What?
Is this possible?
What's happening? Happening?
That means we've got a strong 5G signal because TV10 podcast is live in the studio.
How about that?
And it's me, not on a phone. It's Tommy Milagro.
And it's me, Bill Frost, here in the same fucking studio with Tommy Milagro.
And as I've been wandering through the now 17 basements of TV10 podcast,
something like that, yeah.
I have been remarking how wonderful it is to be around here. Cholo Furiosa took me over here, courtesy of the Fury Road. And I have to say, fuck, you really have to get a work on those beers, mother of God.
Still working my way through them, but we're not drinking beer this week. This week it is Outlaw Distillery, our fine sponsor, and you've made something quite fancy here.
Well, actually, it was Cholo Furiosa that stirred this up. For the record, we're just performance artists, Your Honor. Our producer handles all this now. But apparently she got this on the Fury Road from Outlaw Distillery. It's bourbon whiskey and they offer this over at Outlaw Distillery themselves, proof old-fashioned cocktail syrup, maple bacon.
Yeah, it's working.
And it says here that proof maple bacon syrup is made by combining hickory smoked cane sugar with our unique blend of oleos, saccharins, smoky bacon, and authentic maple syrup. Are you tasting the
yes,
bacon?
I am. I feel like going playing some hockey, maybe chopping some logs.
See, and it also helps that you can pour that on some actual waffles if you feel so inclined.
Okay.
Give it a try, why don't you?
I will, yeah. And what other business do we have to take care of?
Let's see. I checked our listener bags. Everything.
Nothing new for the Memorial Day weekend.
I think everybody just skipped the fuck out.
Fine.
Yeah. All we know is that our show is fully Pfizered.
Yeah.
And that's with the silent P.
Yeah.
Fully Pfizered and fucking fabulous.
Yeah. I should mention. I don't know if we probably talked about this. We were on last week, right?
We were.
Okay, yeah. All right. New season of Black Monday on Showtime. Don Cheadle, Paul Scheer.
Yes.
And everybody. Show I didn't think would go beyond one season, but now we're on season 3.
And I'm trying to go, huh? How are you a thing? How does this happen?
Well, at least I have something to watch on Showtime now. Now that we finally put a nail in Shameless, I'm all in on Black Monday.
Do you need another shot of the Genius Juice? Or?
Maybe, yeah. But also we still have a Dexter to look forward to this fall.
Are we looking forward to it?
I don't know.
Are we?
I just kind of want to see the train wreck.
Okay. It's kind of how I felt about The Ultimate Warrior. It's a train wreck, but let's watch together, folks.
Yeah, we'll probably get to this in the Wrestling Report. Dark Side of the Ring, I'm all caught up. Most recent one was The Ultimate Warrior. Mm-hmm. I didn't know anything about The Ultimate Warrior. Apparently so. And, apparently no skills whatsoever, but he had attitude.
Yeah, and I've got more to add to this in the Wrestling Report here. Or from the Sports Desk, of course.
Yeah. So new stuff coming up this week that I can. I don't know if I can recommend this or not. A new animated Fox series. Anytime you get something in the summertime that's not a game show or a reality show, it seems kind of like we're getting some leftovers from the fall season.
Yeah, and lately they are really splurging on the reality shows like Lego Masters. I've noticed.
This is the future of network TV. It's all going to be fucking game shows and singing competitions.
But you know what? They're not fully Pfizered, folks.
No. So this new thing, Housebroken. It's an animated series on Fox. Doesn't look great, but check out the voice cast: Lisa Kudrow, Will Forte, Clea Duvall, Nate Faxon, Sharon Horgan, Tony Hale, Jason Mantzoukas, and more. So it's got some decent voice talent, but
the animation,
the trailer looks terrible.
I want to give it some hope, but I'm thinking with this, nah.
No. And the other premiere of the week on Wednesday, June 2nd on Netflix, Laura Jones of KRCL fame has told me about that. She keeps pushing this one on me.
Okay.
Kim's Convenience is a Canadian import. It's about a Korean family that runs a convenience store, Kim's Convenience. It's kind of a standard sitcom, kind of funny. But nothing. Mostly, it's because of the Korean representation of it all.
But is it Korean funny or is it Korean Canadian funny?
Well, if you consider the other Canadian imports that are doing well in the United States, like Schitt's Creek and Letterkenny, it's not that wacky. But it's funny.
All right,
it's a lowercase f funny.
But without the silent P.
Yeah, but it is the final season 5 of Kim's Convenience.
Okay.
There's a Save Our Show thing out there. I don't know if it's going to work.
Can I add to how they can save that show?
Sure.
Stop Asian Hate. Hash Brown.
Right, okay. And also the second season of Why Women Kill on Paramount Plus, Thursday.
Okay.
This one stars... the first season was set in 3 different timelines. This one is just one, right around 1949, starring Allison Tolman, Fargo.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And beyond that, that's it?
Yeah, well, there's some other new stuff I'm going to mention here, man. But I should... Why Women Kill is from, what's his name? Mark Cherry, who did Desperate Housewives back in the day.
All right.
And it's one of the... critically acclaimed, one of the handful of critically acclaimed shows on Paramount Plus. You can't think of another one that doesn't include a Star Trek in the title, right?
Or anything involving Christmas or the holidays or
Paramount Plus? No, I think you're thinking of
Paramount. Okay,
I think you're thinking of Hallmark.
Yeah, that means the genius juice is kicking in.
Yeah,
we're just performance artists, Your Honor.
Paramount Plus. I don't know. Did you watch The Stand?
No,
it wasn't bad. Wasn't great. I'm sure Ted could weigh in on it. I think he watched it. I'm sure he mentioned it back.
Or one of our listeners did.
At least one of our 12 listeners watched The Stand.
Actually, is it 10 listeners now?
Maybe. Started off kind of slow. When they finally got to Vegas, that's when it really started to kick in.
Yeah.
But then that was over. Then there was still like another episode. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do any more of that.
All right.
But speaking of Vegas, this new... What the fuck is it called? The Zack Snyder thing on Netflix.
Oh, Army of the Dead?
Army of the Dead, yeah.
I've heard some reviews on that.
Yeah.
It's very Zack Snyder.
Yeah, it seems to me like Zack Snyder just did this on a weekend, like to make some beer money.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't... I don't know what the fuck it is. It just seems like half a movie.
And
it's over 2 hours long, and it still seems like half a movie.
Well, to him, that is half a movie.
That's a brief. That's a trailer for him, really.
And the thing is with Dave Bautista, he's getting raked over the coals that he can't lead a movie. I'm going to...
I think he did. I think he acquitted himself well. It's just there's not much of a movie there.
That's where I'm going to go with on this one. That's why I don't think it's Bautista's fault.
But fucking Tig Notaro.
Oh.
CGI'd in, still steals the show.
Yeah, and afterwards, even Bautista's going, I never really got to meet her.
Yeah.
I feel like there is something missing here.
Tig Notaro is fucking hilarious in the few added in scenes.
I want Tig Notaro and Bautista to have a buddy film. I want this to happen.
Maybe they can do Army of the Dead 2, and they can actually make a movie.
Yeah.
Instead of just an extended trailer for a movie.
It'll be Army of the Dead 2, Tig and Bautista go for Curly's Gold.
I mean, I'm all for a Las Vegas setting for the apocalypse.
Which is appropriate.
I think that's where your best bet is going to be, is in Vegas.
I see that pun you did there, sir.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. And also coming up this week, they made another Conjuring movie.
Yeah.
This is number 8 in the universe of The Conjuring. The third movie with the actual title, The Conjuring, but 8th overall, which includes movies like Annabelle and The Nun.
Now, before we go on, are we moving in suspiciously into Bill's movie corner?
Well, not really. I'm just mentioning this because this will be in theaters and on HBO Max on Friday.
Okay.
And here's a TV movie. I just want to mention it because of the name. It's premiering on Sunday, June 6th.
Okay.
This is a Lifetime movie.
Oh, dear.
And Melissa Merlot, I know you're not listening. But Lifetime, if nothing else, they know how to title a movie. And this one, Soccer Mom Madam, is pretty much nails it, no pun intended. This is about a broke single mom who... begins working in a happy endings massage parlor. Oh. And of course, if you're thinking of The Client List with Jennifer Love Hewitt, you win a prize. Because this is almost the same story.
Okay, and is Jennifer Love and her Hewitt?
No, she's not in this.
Okay.
This stars Jonna Kramer, who is apparently a country singer. I don't know.
Okay, that's the thing.
I don't know who the hell she is. But the other shows I'm currently watching that have premiered within the last few weeks that we haven't talked much about, Hacks over on HBO Max starring Gene Smart. Yep. Fucking fantastic. The final season of Shrill. 80 Bryant's a goddamn national treasure. I'll keep saying it.
And I haven't been watching a whole lot. I did decide to...
What have you been doing with yourself?
I've been rewatching Frisky Dingo on HBO Max.
Well, okay. Nothing wrong with that.
No, and it's a nice, quick little run right there.
Maximus!
And just listening to Killface, son of a whore. I just really want to see just a little destruction here. And maybe get a media buy. Is that possible?
Yeah. For those who don't know, Frisky Dingo was was sort of a prelude to Archer. Same people.
Yeah, and it was the show that followed after C-Lab 2021. Same people as well.
From this is all back in the Adult Swim days.
Yeah, and it still holds up.
Yeah.
And especially the campaign issue one, season 2.
Yes.
Oh, God, it is so ridiculously close to real life. They predicted it. That was pretty much all I've been doing of late. Haven't watched anything else other than, sports.
Yeah. Sports. Yeah, and nothing much has changed on the cancellation list from the last time we talked about it, other than the one that was kind of hanging in there on the bubble, Debris, that thing, that sci-fi show about alien trash landing on Earth and transforming shit. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a nonsense show, and it's been canceled. So
of course it is.
There will be no more of that.
Well, right, because they don't want us to learn about alien life at all.
I'm all for a broadcast sci-fi show, but this one was not good.
Yeah. Well, not all of them can be winners right there. Thank God for the Resident Alien, so...
At least we still have that.
As long as Alan Tudyk just does what he does, we're all good, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. But all the other things like There's a couple of shows hanging out there that could be canceled, might not. Those include Good Girls on NBC.
Still on the thread? Or?
Still on a thread, but it is partially funded by Netflix, so it could continue on NBC, or it could just become a straight-up Netflix show. Either way, works for me.
Does this feel like something Netflix would want to throw money at?
Well, they already are.
Well, I mean, let me rephrase.
They're
throw
throwing
more money at it.
Yeah, they're throwing half the money at it right now.
Oh, okay.
I think it does well enough on Netflix that, yeah, they would probably do it. You might get fewer episodes, but you might you might have to cut loose fucking Shaggy.
Oh, shit. What's his bucket? Matthew Lillard?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he's been doing.
Yeah, might have to cut him loose.
Zoinks, yo.
Might cut down the payroll on the cast.
Really? You want to cut down Matthew Lillard like that?
Well, I don't know who else to lose. He seems like the least important player.
Dude, Matthew Lillard, the man that starred in SLC Punk.
I know.
You would do this?
On Good Girls, he's really not that much of a key player.
So maybe we just do a spinoff of them. Okay. I mean, come on. He's a talented actor.
Yeah, the other show out there hanging is Zoe's Amazing Playlist. I don't know if you've ever watched this or not.
Once as a ad.
Okay.
Literally.
It's an okay show. Mm-hmm. It's cleverly done.
Yeah. But really, you got to listen through
music, I know.
Well, not just
pop songs, yeah.
Not even good pop songs.
Sometimes you get a good one.
Yes, but how often is that? Once an episode?
Not long. Not
once every enough. 5 episodes?
Maybe, yeah. So that one's hanging out there, and the logic is that it might go to Peacock.
So they'll get peacocked as well.
Yeah. So again, we might have to cut loose some players like Mary Steenburgen. She might have to mysteriously die.
I'm okay with that.
We gotta cut down this cast numbers. And the last one is a show I've been watching for 3 seasons now. I don't know why. It's one of those kind of shows. It's like, I started it, by God, I'm going to finish it.
All right.
It's Manifest on NBC. It's basically Lost. Lost again.
You're hate watching, aren't you?
Yeah, pretty much, because I'm keep waiting for something to resolve itself, and nothing is.
This is like the Black Box.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, except Black Box only lasted 1 season.
And you just want to keep watching and hating on it. I'd say what's wrong with you, but I think I know the reason.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Drink harder. That's all I can suggest.
But, yeah. And we mentioned the other ones, like the Unicorn, Walton Goggins got canceled.
Which is fine by us.
Clarice, I believe.
Wait, I thought that was hanging by a thread.
I believe Clarice is going to Paramount Plus, along with SEAL Team from CBS, David Boreanaz, and also Evil. Remember that?
Nope.
It's been off for almost a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years now. It was premiered on CBS. Luke Cage.
Oh, okay.
Luke Cage is a preacher man.
Yes. Okay.
Working with the white lady detective, solving satanic crimes.
White people nonsense.
White people nonsense, of course, yeah. And but the first season, a lot of people really liked it, and it did pretty well in the ratings. But the next season, when I believe it's in June, I think it will be over on Paramount Plus.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to American Gods, it's not that bad, but it'll be over soon.
Yeah, so, once again, network TV will be nothing but game shows, reality competitions.
Right, and that's it.
Basic nonsense.
Yeah.
And all the good stuff is going to streaming.
Well, I wouldn't say all the good stuff, because sadly, Friends, The Reunion is on HBO Max.
Did not watch it.
Neither did I, and I'm okay with that. And you know what happened? I woke up the next morning, and I moved on with my day watching The Bad Batch on Disney+.
Okay.
That's the way you gotta do this.
Yeah, I don't know why we can't get a reunion of the single guy.
Is anybody asking for the single guy? Is anybody...
See, kids, back in the 90s, everybody was trying to replicate the success of Friends, and the single guy was one of many, many... many sitcoms that tried to be Friends.
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to remember. There was 2 guys, a girl, and a pizza place.
With,
I want to say Amanda Peet?
Nope, not Amanda Peet.
Oh, God, this is going to bug me. Chola Furiosa, can you Dial in 2 guys and a girl. Who needs snacks? If you remember that Dennis Miller bon mot.
No, of course, it starred Deadpool.
Maria Baccarat.
No, Deadpool.
What, Deadpool? Oh.
Deadpool himself.
What, Ryan Reynolds?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
That was his first big thing.
Oh, okay.
Sitcom star, Ryan Reynolds.
That sounds so weird now. Instead of the star of Six Underground on Netflix.
Six Underground, Jesus.
Oh, did you see that during
Yes, I did.
And how do you feel afterwards?
It sucked.
That's why I was drinking the Genius juice.
But, yeah, I'm not pulling it up here on this list, but there was a Single Guy. There was a show called Union Square. There were a whole bunch of shows that wanted to be Friends in the 90s, and none of them really worked.
Technically, you would say How I Married Your Mother, but that came after the fact.
Long after, yeah.
Yeah. But as far as others trying to replicate during the 90s, yeah, they fell flat, didn't they? And I think, if memory served, Spelling Productions tried their damnedest to capture that demographic, and it was painful. It was painful.
Oh my God! Yeah. So, In conclusions, did not watch the Friends reunion, and probably will not.
But on the plus side, you now have a new column for Content Shifter. So.
90s shows that were like Friends.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah. The thing is, you can't find hardly any of them to stream anymore.
That's probably for the best too.
There was another one called Boston Square, Boston Common.
No, Boston Common was
the legal show.
Yeah, that was with William Shatner. What was his thing? Denny. Yeah. Something or other.
Okay, the Single Guy starred Jonathan Silverman. Also starred Ming-Na Wen.
Oh,
yeah,
that's her deal.
Yeah, it lasted 2 years, 95 to 97, and it was one of those. Let's make another Friends, but it didn't work.
So, first of all, I would like to issue an apology to Ming-Na Wen. I concluded that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was the worst thing you could be on. I am totally wrong. I am sorry. I'm still never going to let that go. So,
and it's about that time.
Is it that time already?
I think it is. Oh, yeah. The big clock on the wall says.
The clock on the wall says it's time for you to load up on the liquor and hit my music.
And sports, so Tommy Milagro. Go, team.
From the sports desk of the TV Tam podcast, we bring you the sport of professional wrestling, fully Pfizered, fucking fantastic, and floating in the liquor. That's all I could do.
We're just making our way to Maple Bacon Oblivion.
That's our next title. Here.
Should be, yeah.
Maple Bacon Oblivion. All right. But let's talk about some of the things that are happening, because thankfully I write for slamwrestling.net, but not many people can do this unless you have an MBA. And that's one shot down. And we bring up that Major League Wrestling, they are still going through their draft, as it were, and introducing new stars like Alex Kane, the Suplex Assassin. Young kid, and he's done amateur wrestling, now making his way to the big times of Major League Wrestling. And more is going to be developing along the way up to their debut episode July 10th, and that's going to be on Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on July 10th. And more importantly, with a live crowd, in case I haven't stressed that part. Yes, okay. And they've already signed Davey Richards, the American Wolf. It's looking to be a huge... no, wait, I'm sorry. That was too much emphasis on the H there. No Y involved anymore. A huge, deal. And they're just going to be building and building until that goes. Which brings us to All Elite Wrestling. They are, as we are recording live on air, doing their pay-per-view, Double or Nothing. And all indications are it's going to be one of their big shows as well. Not a whole lot of action. We're hoping to get some more sports reports coming in any day. Let's be honest here. It's our studios. Any day now, we'll be getting the results here.
Sure.
But the big thing right now is All Elite Wrestling's starting to really ramp up and get ready to go on the road, as is WWE. Now, we talked a little bit about WWE with the Ultimate Warrior. You mentioned Dark Side of the Ring. Did you also happen to see A&E's biography?
Nope, I just been sticking with Dark Side of the Ring.
Okay, so I had the chance to watch both A&E's biography of Ultimate Warrior and Dark Side of the Ring's take on Ultimate Warrior. It was basically Warrior Week when you get down to it. Now, Dark Side of the Ring, obviously, it's an hour show, and they only spend so much time on a subject here. What was your take on Warrior?
Well, I had no idea that he was pretty much all attitude and no skill.
Yep, and here's the thing with Jim Cornette and Jim Ross.
Yeah. They didn't have much nice to say about the Ultimate Warrior.
Which is really weird because WWE did this a long time ago with their DVD, The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior. So they buried him long ago when he was doing all this bullshit right there. Mm-hmm. But then here's the flip side of it. A&E's biography, I felt was, and I never thought I'd say this in my life, more even than Dark Side of the Ring.
Really?
But here's what I would also say that it's got some gaping holes on. It's even in the fact that they spent 2 hours so they could spend a little more time on the subject. So they got like his mom involved and then Warrior's widow, Dana Warrior, and the kid's Indiana Warrior. I swear to God, these are real names.
All right.
And painting another side of the Ultimate Warrior, Jim Hellwig, as that of a family man and finally finding peace in, of all fucking places, Santa Fe, New Mexico. So take into that consideration what you will, because he wasn't finding peace in Arizona. Ugh, who does?
Nope.
Nope. And again, they do drill into the fact that, and this is the A&E biography side, where WWE is heavily involved. Apparently, they drilled into his drug use, his steroid use, and that surprised look on your face, Mr. Frost. That's why I was saying, Dark Side of the Ring was a little more blunt, but it was to be expected. Okay. These guys were not fans, so WWE being a little more even-handed, saying, they weren't fans, but he actually cleaned his shit up, is surprising, to say the least. I'd say it's going to offer both, and, Warrior's dead, so that's all you could say.
Yeah.
In the words of Jake the Snake Roberts, rest in peace. Which finally brings us to the National Wrestling Alliance, the NWA. They are going to have their big pay-per-view, which is When Our Shadows Fall, because Billy Corgan, I guess. I don't know. So that is going to be held on June 6th, which is a Saturday, and you can watch it on the Fight TV for only $19.99.
Not a sponsor.
Drink up, everybody. But thankfully, me, with my MBA, working for SlamWrestling.net, take a big swig again there, sir.
Okay.
It's going to prove to be a good one because the National Treasure, Nick Aldis, is going to be putting up the 10 pounds of gold, Sweet Charlotte, against Trevor Murdoch. And that is the only show that they've announced thus far for the pay-per-view. Who else is going to be added? Hard to say, but figure that Serena Deeb of the national, the NWA Women's Champion, has to be involved because she holds the championship belt, even though she's wrestling for it on AEW. Try and figure this one out. I'm having a hard time doing it. I am going to get some more coverage on that leading up to that show, which you could catch on SlamWrestling.net. But also, finally, had this chance to do this the other day, or actually as we're recording live on air, I had the chance to interview a wonderful person by the name of Monica Ochoa, who has her cookbook out, Eat Like a Luchador. Now, Monica Ochoa is the daughter of some famed luchadors in Mexico, and she has this cookbook, and it's a great recipe book filled with recipes from all the superstars, like Conan, like, off the top of my head, Sam Adonis, like all these other great wrestlers. And even Amy Dumas has a vegan recipe in there.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be very interesting to see how that goes. I will have more on that coming up, as well as me trying out some of those recipes, because even when you're drinking as hard as we do, thankfully, because of my MBA while working at slamwrestling.net, drink, just know that you need to have a good hearty meal to really absorb, because it's sports.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team.
That, yeah. Oh my God, you really knocked that back a bit, didn't you, sir?
I'm doing what I can here.
Is the genius juice seeping in through the brains?
It's working.
That's the important thing.
It's doing good.
Okay.
And, yeah, so far as recommendations, the Black Lady Sketch Show wrapped season 2. It was only 6 episodes long, sadly. But they did pretty much an all-killer, no-filler season, so I'd recommend binging that on your HBO Max or whatever you got. If you have standard old HBO or HBO Max, who knows what people have anymore.
What do you have, folks? What have you been watching during the pandemic times? What is your jam of late?
And also, they just dropped the second half of season 5 of Lucifer, which is not going to be the final season, as previously reported. There will be a 6th season, probably next year.
I knew it!
Yep, and who knows, maybe more beyond that.
Basically, they're going to go the Shameless route.
Fine.
I'm
fine
cool
with
with
that.
this.
Fine with that. That's totally cool with me.
Because the devil will make you do it. Literally.
Yeah. So, recommending that. Also, Meh of Easttown. Meh of Easttown.
Okay.
I'm quite enjoying it.
Is it worth my time to see Dowdy Katie Winslet?
Maybe not.
Okay.
But also another one on HBO, The Nevers, which I was really liking. In the final, they were supposed to film more than 6 episodes, but COVID and shit.
Yeah.
So they only got to film 6, and the 6th episode just kind of blows up the previous 5 episodes.
Wow.
It just sends it a major fucking twist to the point where I was watching it. It was a little late when I started it, and I, had a few. Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting there looking at it going, wait, is this the right show? Yeah, it took me a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, but they completely flipped fucking everything around on the episode 6 of The Nevers first season, and puts everything in a whole... As they say on Spinal Tap, man, that's too much fucking perspective.
Again, I'm trying to explain people about Spinal Tap. A few people understand, and at the other jorb, some people don't get it.
Not getting it, huh? Oh,
that worries me.
Oh, then I left the Originals. I went across town, started another band. We called ourselves the New Originals.
But why are they allowing nudity and we can't have that with us?
What's wrong with being sexy?
Yes, it's a wonderful thing. It's they're being ironic.
No, it's being sexist.
Oh, sexist. Right.
Thank you, Fran Drescher.
Oh, and you see, everyone has their amps that go up to 10, and that's it. That's where they hit the big thing. But with my amps, they're all dialed to 11. So that means if I want to go one louder, then that really brings it in.
Just pushes it over the cliff.
That's it. That's all I need to do.
Yeah. Spinal Tap, look it up.
Find it on your streaming service, wherever it may be. We don't fucking know. It's what Google is made for, folks. Actually, that is our show platform, too. God damn it. We got to work on that. Anyway.
Our show platform is fucking Google it.
Fucking Google it with a P. A silent P.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I've done the work for you. You can watch This Is Spinal Tap from 1984 on HBO Max.
Ah, okay.
This program might as well be fucking sponsored by HBO Max. Why it isn't, I don't know.
Bigger question. When are HBO going to dump the truckloads of money on our
Yeah, waiting for it.
Come on now, HBO Max!
Well, they gave it all to the friends. You know how much each one of them made for the reunion show?
How obscene is this going to make me, and am I going to start throwing
2.5 mil apiece.
Excuse me a second.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time. They're making how much?
2.5 mil apiece.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Exactly.
I'm better now. Thankfully, all that time in isolation hasn't hurt the rage issue.
No, not at all. No. So, yeah, time to get out of here. We want to thank Outlaw Distillery for the, which one is it? The bourbon whiskey?
Oh, and of course, we got to also include the Proof old-fashioned cocktail syrup, which you can also get at Outlaw Distillery.
Do they have other flavors besides maple bacon?
Yes, they did. But honestly...
do you remember what else they have?
Not at the moment
Kind of curious.
Because, genius juice.
Maybe boysenberry pancake syrup?
I don't know if we're ready for that, and you're too much of a lab monkey already at this point.
I don't know. I like the sound of it.
Once again, we should stress we're just performance artists, Your Honor.
Oh yeah, we're not really drinking.
As far as anybody knows, and we should also mention our other fine sponsors like Sugar House Distillery, Ogden's Own Distillery, the fine purveyors of Five Wives, and we're in Pride Month. Five Husbands vodka.
Yes.
And don't forget the Madame Patarini gin. And you want to go underground as well. Plus, you also got to remember the cans of the vodka soda. And what were the other ones that we got there?
Moscow Mule.
And there was another one I want to say. Let me dig around. Oh, yeah, the Porter's Fire, the Porter's Rye Whiskey. It's in our fifth basement. That's why I'm not seeing it, because of the pallets and pallets of beer by our good friends at Bohemian Brewery. And, of course, we got some great stuff as well that you can all pair this up with by our good friend Ivy at Booze Teak.
Yeah.
And just remember, wherever you go, unless you're fully Pfizered like us and fucking fabulous, wear a mask. Come on.
And also... Now that we're back to full fidelity together in the studio, we want to hear from you, just telling us how fucking awesome it is to hear it, not over the phone. So TV10 Podcast at Twitter, Facebook, Gmail. Reach out to us any way you want. Rate us on the things. Let us know you're still, upright.
Yeah, let us know how you got through the pandemic. What show was the one that got through for you? Maybe it was the Murder Flip House show. Which, yeah. Which, by the way, Rebecca Frost said on Twitter, "What in the fresh hell?" To which I replied, paging Melissa Merlot. So she's going to be down that rabbit hole for a while.
No, I think I talked about this when Quibi premiered last year.
Oh, I found out something interesting.
Okay.
All the shows that were on Quibi
are now on the Roku channel.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So if you have a Roku, actually, I don't think you even have to have a Roku device to download the Roku channel app. I'm not sure about that, but it helps, I guess. But all of the good, the bad, the ugly of Quibi is now on the Roku channel. That includes a Murder Flip House, which is a show I talked about a year ago that Rebecca apparently wasn't paying attention, and also a new season of Reno 911.
Right.
Chrissy Teigen's Chrissy's Courtroom show, which I don't know what it is, but it's Chrissy Teigen, so I'll check it out.
Why would we? I thought we canceled her.
I didn't.
Oh, okay. It's the regular society did.
Yeah, I'm fine with Chrissy Teigen.
I'm indifferent to Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah. And there were a few other. There was a lot of. The thing is, the shows were made to be very short, so they're like only maybe 5 minutes long.
So basically, they're Adult Swim sized.
Yeah, I think they're even shorter than that.
Wow.
Yeah, so they were made to be. So I don't know how they do them on the. I'm gonna have to check it out. See how they paired them up on the Roku channel.
I know there's the one with Liam Hemsworth and
there was a
Christoph Waltz and
some sort of big budget drama that of course gets chopped up into 5-minute bits.
Maybe they do it like a TV movie. It's like they'll show the thing and then ads. I'll have to look into that as well. Maybe there's one on wrestling.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, let us know what you're watching, what you want us to talk about, if anything, or if you're just going to leave us to our own devices, which is fine.
Yeah, because we're fully 5G and Pfizered and fucking fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
So that's all with Silent P's, folks.
Okay, I think we've taken care of all the business.
Is that all of the busyness?
Yeah, also, I will recommend one last thing. Last week tonight with John Oliver's piece on sponsored content. Look it up on YouTube. It's already had over 4 million views.
I'll see your...
They happen to punk local to us Utah stations, ABC4 and KUTV. I think KSL was also in there.
That was pretty fantastic.
Yeah,
especially the one with the chief medical correspondent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, here's a sex blanket.
They didn't say it like that, but it stimulates
pretty
the
much.
vagina.
It was pretty much a sex blanket. And, German technology from 80 years ago. Might want a follow-up question on that.
I will see your John Oliver, and I will raise you Bill Maher.
Oh, what's he up to now?
Oh,
who's he shitting on now?
You really didn't see this.
I probably did.
He came back after having the COVID, and
a very benign COVID.
Yeah, and his new rule was basically celebrities trying to be in the presidential.
Celebrities in politics of any kind, just stay the fuck out.
Yeah, we're cool with that. It worked once upon a time with maybe Al Franken, but the rest, no. Fucking no. And he does it so much better.
Not Reagan?
Exactly my point.
Not Jesse Ventura?
To be fair,
not Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, afraid not. So... Sorry.
I'm having a hard time thinking of any other celebrity politicians.
Well, again, there's Al Franken, but...
Al Franken?
He was good because we barely heard from him as much. That's the reason I know how well he did his job.
Okay.
So, excuse me, how well he did his jorb.
Jorb,
I gotta get used to that because I'm back in the studio again.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it?
Really weird. And wait a minute. Is that a 19th basement? What the fuck are you storing in here?
Yeah, construction never stops around here. It's
Jesus
it's like I-15. It just never ends.
What the hell? Wait a minute. This is some weird stash of... Oh, okay. I better not mention this one. This is... for those of us tuning in...
Yeah, don't mention that. We're not zoned for that.
No. Turn away from the teddy bear nanny cams. I don't know where that arm came from. Yeah. Just look away. Look away!
Yeah.
We're done.
All right, so I guess we'll be back next week with more of this nonsense.
Isn't it great to have us all back and just fully live again? So,
I wonder if we dare ask for any guests.
Ooh.
Think any guests would dare come to the fifth basement now?
Do we have to have them show their vaccine IDs? Is there a HIPAA issue with that?
HIPAA doesn't apply to that.
See?
We're not a medical establishment, therefore HIPAA rules do not apply to us.
Works for me.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, you better be on your fucking game there. I think we could get some stars in the studio. I think we could
if they dare come here.
Yeah. Well, I know there's some stars outside that could definitely work, but Canada. So,
all right.
We'll figure it out.
Cool. All right. This episode is in the can. We're out of here. Good night, America.
And jiggle that handle. It's time to flush.
There's only me and my